to FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, we're starting off with the weekly chart. It's currently 4:15 p.m. Eastern time, and the price of Bitcoin is at $118,930. We have about 3 hours and 45 minutes before this weekly candle closes, and so far if it closes like this is going to be very bullish. We have a gigantic green candle at the moment. The Stochastic RSI is rounding back up. It looks like we might make another hump. We could even drag here for a little while. The only thing I don't like is that the 21 moving average is kind of far. We're at 96,748. At some point, once we get too far, we're either going to have to come sideways or make a move back down to meet up with the 21 moving average. So we do have to keep that in mind. Now remember guys, I have this now in about 2 patterns here. I have this flag right here that's already breaking out. That should take us to about 135k, and recently I created this rising wedge that breaks us out to about 155k. That rising wedge is more of a longer term play, but the 135 could be a little bit more mid-range. Now if we head over to the 3-day chart, we see that we still have room to continue going up, so that is bullish. On the 2-day chart, we also continue to have room here to go up. We could even continue going sideways. Now on the daily chart, again, we're kind of far from the 21 moving average. Is at 109,684, and we've been having a lot of green days. We have about 7 green days here in a row, and so far it's looking bullish. The stochastics have been toppy. We're starting to make a little curve here, but we could continue to drag here for the moment, and if not, maybe this might be a little pullback that we get. We have been able to go very high so far on Bitcoin today. We went all the way as high as 119,500, basically almost 120k. So I mean, we do have to be happy with what's been happening so far. We head over now to the 8-hour chart. Stochastics are toppy, but I'm seeing a little curve, like we could move back up as well, but again, kind of far from the 21 moving average at 113,275. Now on the 4-hour chart, we do have the stochastics kind of low. We're on the way up at the moment. This is where I have a flag pattern that would take us up to 125k. We broke out twice, but we haven't been able to go up with strength. The 21 moving average, as you can see, has gone up significantly. It's at $117,204, and it's catching up to price. So I feel like we do have the momentum to continue going up and reach that 125k measured move that I have with this flag. Now on the 1-hour chart, stochastics are toppy, but look, we're starting to go back up again. We're above the 21 moving average, which is bullish. And on the 15-minute chart guys, we have another winning trade. If you guys remember, yesterday I left you with the inverted head and shoulder pattern that would have broken us out to the top of the flag at 118,116 or so, and as you can see, we went well above that all the way to 119,500 basically. So congratulations to whoever took that trade. Another winning trade for the FlexCandle channel. We've been on a roll for the past 2 weeks, just non-stop winning trades here. So guys, overall what I'm seeing is Bitcoin going sideways and possibly making that one bigger move up to 125k, or at least close to that, probably cracking at least 120, and then I kind of see us maybe consolidating sideways, possibly even coming down for a little bit. Now levels to look for is 117k, which is where the 21 moving average is on the 4-hour chart. If we lose that, then we have the 50 moving average, which is at 112. If we lose that, then we need to stay above 107k to remain bullish, which is the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. But hopefully we do not go lower than 112, because then that kind of diminishes all the gains that we made so far in this past week. Now another thing you guys need to keep in mind is, you know, things are going up, but again, not financial advice. This is what I'm doing. You have to start taking some profits, because next week is the CPI data. I believe is on Tuesday. The PPI data is on Wednesday. Depending on how that comes out, either we could continue going up or that could actually bring us down. So we have to be wary about that. And in about 2 weeks, we have the FOMC meeting where Jerome Powell is going to speak about raising, lowering rates, or keeping them the same. And usually leading into these events, things start to come down a little bit. They go sideways, and you just never know. I believe this one in July is the last one until September. And usually in the summer, things do fall down, even though we've been having a great July. Maybe he says something we don't like at the end of this month, and then we have a little retracement in August going into September. Then September, all of a sudden, he cuts the rates, and then that's when we start going back up. So just something to keep in mind, just in case, you know, anyone's weary about taking profits or not. Again, it's your choice, but you have to do what you have to do. All right, guys. So that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.